Hello everyone, this is HTheSKSky here. I'm going to be casting the last game versus Fnatic Sin, spawning down here in the bottom left side. If I can get my name tag going, there we go. Bottom left side, Fnatic Sin is going to be the red Zerg. The blue Terran, or Terran, depending on your accent, is going to be spawning up here on the top left side. A Terran versus Zerg. We are all tied up 1-1. I wish there was a way to put a little score right here so you could see these players. Like if the files had the same players in it or something, I could put in the score. That would be awesome. Just saying, Blizzard. So far you have made replays amazing, so that would just make them even more amazing. But anyways, this is from the NASL. So yes, I am recasting these games, but you know what? I decided to help out the NASL because I love all StarCraft leagues and all StarCraft people and companies or whatever who supports StarCraft. I want to help them out if possible, so I decided to help out with the NASL. And yeah, I was able to get group number 5, which has Boxer, Idra, Sin, all sorts of baller players in there. So hopefully some more amazing games for you guys in the near future. So anyways, Boxer is going to be moving out with this SCV. What is he going to do with this SCV? He is going to place a barracks in the center of the map. This is so tricky. And we'll see if these scouting worker paths run into this. Although Sin, maybe he knows Sin's style is not to scout with a drone, because it does make a huge difference as a Zerg player. If you do not scout with that drone, it helps your economy more than you may think. Especially at the high level play where you have it down to a science where the exact amount of minerals you have at the exact seconds and can alter your build and all that stuff. And that's why Sin decides not to scout. We'll see if he scouts here. But he is going to be going against 2 racks pressure once again from Boxer. Now, this is very interesting because Boxer, of course, hasn't spotted his opponent quite yet. So we are going to see a tiny bit of cheese here. Hope you guys have your Ritz crackers to put this cheese on. But it looks like Boxer's going to be scouting here with both SCVs. He wants to find his opponent as quickly as possible. But you got to remember, this does mean he has 3 workers. So he's at a 3 worker, now 4 worker disadvantage as far as mining goes. So while his cheese will put on early pressure, will definitely put him behind in the economy. That's usually what cheese does to you. And also gives you, heart disease. So don't eat as much as Boxer is displaying right now. Although I also eat way too much cheese, I must admit. Now, is Boxer going to bunker rush here? As the timing of the scout isn't going to cue Sin that anything is going on. And you can see he just has not scouted with the drones. His overlords haven't even really scouted all the way to the right side quite yet. So is Sin going to be prepared for this? We will see. Bunker on the way. Does he spot it? No, he has no idea this bunker is going to be on the way. Although this drone spotted it. Okay, if I can click on it. There we go. These drones have spotted it. Now, this is going to be a facepalm moment for Sin because he's going to have to pull all of his drones in order to deal with this. And since he didn't scout, this is kind of what happens. He needs to make sure to kill the SCV, making the bunker. We'll see if it does complete, though, as the SCVs are low on HP for 2 of them, but drones now completely pulled off the field, or off the mineral line, although look at the microphone Boxer, able to kill all those drones for only losing 1 Marine. Sin already at a terrible start into this game. Looks like Boxer may just back out here, could very well salvage this bunker as well. The damage has already been dealt. And is he going to salvage it? Able to kill 7 workers there, by the way. Although Sin able to kill 3 during that engagement, so not a huge loss, and not as bad as it could be. Now, is Boxer going to leave these in the center of the map? So far, the answer seems to be yes. And if we look at the units tab here, 10 drones, ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. 10 drones to 16. I was going to say if he droned that whole time, he wouldn't be in as bad of shape. But he did decide to go for Zerglings. He does have Zergling speed on the way, also known as Metabolic Boost, which just turns them into little flying devils when it comes to surrounding his Marines. Boxer, a huge misclick, though, as now all these Marines have been taken out. All of a sudden, Boxer has nothing in his main base at all. These barracks are trying to fly over here. I don't know though if Sin, oh no, Sin's going the wrong way. If he goes the correct way, will be able to just run inside the main base. I don't know if Boxer can get back in time. He's only got 2 Marines here. This SCV may finish the wall in with something, and you can see that these barracks are flying over here, so Sin knows exactly where his opponent's going to be. Thankfully for Boxer, he did get his bunker down in time, so no, we're not going to see a completely one-sided fest here. Or are we? The question remains. The answer is no, though, as that totally rhymed, but the Boxer will be able to hold on here. Now, Boxer reacting perfectly to this. Sin trying to just do a little damage here at the entrance, but it is a tight wall in, and Boxer landing these so we can just start getting Marines as quickly as possible. Now, the problem for Boxer right now is, yes, he did, get his expansion up, just now finishing. Sure, he'll start that Overlord command, but look at his minerals. Now, you may be saying and face-palming, going, Boxer, how could you let this happen? it was really because the flight time of those barracks took so long that he is going to have extra money. Now, he is going to be getting a factory on the way. It's just that his army size is going to be dwindling, and this is going to give Sin some time to start droning back up. You can see 27 drones, and honestly, there's not a lot Boxer can do for the next couple of minutes. He may try and move out with a couple of Marines, but he is going to be surrounded by the Zerglings if Sin reacts in time, which Sin is now following this up perfectly. I think holding off that bunker rush did not go into his favor, but now this game's momentum, I think, is going to start favoring him a little bit. The reason I say that, because look, Boxer already knows he's in a weird spot. Throwing down a defensive bunker back here, he's assuming that those Zerglings are going to bust all the way through and have to run towards that bunker. Sin is wisely just sitting back here. He has nice vision of these barracks, although he is going to run away, it looks like. But all he has to do is wait for Boxer to move out, and that's when he starts making his attacking units. And until then, he can keep making drones, although it looks like Sin going to be going for that Baneling bust. This is pretty interesting to me, because you would think after, I don't know if he realizes how far ahead he is right now, because after losing all those drones, he can throw you off for sure. Of course, we are just sitting up in our little observer booths so we can see everything that's going on. I'm curious what Sin is thinking at this stage in the game. Does he think he can get enough Banelings to break down the wall? The answer seems to be yes. If he runs his Banelings right here, he will kill both barracks. And you can see Boxer sort of preparing for that. He may find a sweet timing here, though, before the siege tank is finished, where he can get those Banelings up inside the main base of Boxer. And this is something we've seen time and time again on these maps. I don't know if Boxer's going to be prepared for this. He does have 15 Banelings on the way, 16 more Zerglings being created. If we look at the units tab, 22 Zerglings on the field already. That does not include the ones morphing, I believe, into Banelings. Yeah, so 36 Zerglings, 14 Banelings. One last Baneling going to be finishing up here. Now, Sin has to attack here because he is supply blocked. He's got to run here. Both the barracks will go down, but it did take every single Baneling except for one. And there goes the supply depot there. It looks like that was not enough. Can he save this barracks? I don't think so. Thankfully for Boxer, he does have one barracks already in the main, so he can continue to produce factories or anything like that that he may need. And throwing down 4 barracks here. So all of a sudden, Sin is not doing the damage he needed. That was beautiful play by Boxer, by the way. Saw the barracks go down, and then he also noticed, well, there's not that many Banelings remaining, and by not that many, I mean 1. So I'm going to go ahead and raise my supply depots. My bunker is in range to guard them, and even if the Baneling detonates, my Marines are still going to be able to DPS. So both players have made really good decisions in this game, but after Sin losing that early rush, trying to do the counter with all those Banelings, just was not able to pull it out. Now, Boxer is moving out with a lot of Marines in this dropship, and I would say this may be trouble for Boxer because another attack with Banelings would clean this up. But what's good for him is that Sin is not only completely out of position, but has stopped making Banelings. If we look at the units tab here, only that one Baneling remains on the map, and he's like, where did all my Baneling friends go? Just a word of advice, if you're a Baneling, don't make friends with other Banelings, because chances are they are all going to die within the game. But for now, it does look like this dropship is not only forcing spine crawlers, but also forcing the queens to be kind of in a weird position. Boxer just running around with this medevac. If medevacs could run, that would be awesome. And kind of try and drop right here. Nope, but there's just too much stuff there. And we do have a Spire on the way for Sin. But look at the amount of add-ons we just got for Boxer. This is going to be, is it super heavy Marauder play? Is that what he's planning to do right here? What are you up to, Boxer? You're up to something crazy. I honestly don't know what he's going to do here, because he just made 3 tech labs, and I don't think he did that by accident, or did he actually? If he doesn't use those tech labs, I'm sorry, but that is probably the most funny thing I've ever seen. Did he accidentally make 3 tech labs, or is he going to do something tricky? Because Boxer is known for doing tricky stuff, so I don't want to count out these tech labs quite yet. He is making his 3rd base as well, because he knows the expansion for Sin going to be finishing up right about now. So he's either going to try and put on some pressure here, or just get a nice position on the map. These destructible debris are now rocks. They used to be little hunks of scrap metal called question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. And they are not now, though. So they will be moving out, taking out those poor destructible rocks. And I really think he did this by accident. I'm completely honest. I think he hit the wrong hotkey, which is unfortunate, because he would have had probably 110 or 15 supply by now if he did not do that. He is going to move out, though, and get position on the map. We'll see, though, if he loses this battle. A lot of it has to do with him getting the wrong add-ons, and Boxer wanted to put on a lot more pressure than this right now. You can see the Marines are just taking so long to get out here. Boxer being super aggressive here. Is this going to be too much? He's slowly leapfrogging his siege tanks over here. Here comes anything from Sin. Apparently Sin doesn't have Baneling speed, and instead of going for the units he needs, instead decided to go for mutas. Don't know if it's going to be enough, though, as they will swoop in. We'll see if he can kill the siege tanks at the back, and Stim has been used by Boxer. This will definitely be cleaned up, excuse me. I misspoke. These Mutalisks may pay for themselves quite quickly. Although, Sense doesn't be able to kill us. Look at the micro from Boxer, keeping these siege tanks alive as long as possible, but this will get taken out. The Medivacs need to get out of there. Although, focus firing down the Mutas. No, Sen just falling apart right there, losing all that. This is such a weird battle in the center of the map that we are witnessing right now. All of a sudden, Boxer in good shape as these 4 Hero Marines just took out all of those Mutalisks, and oh man, this is really bad for Sin all of a sudden. He's continuing to get Mutalisks, but that is not what he needs right now. He does need Speed Banelings. I just don't think he has that upgrade at all. Is Baneling Nest? No, he has not clicked the Speed Centrifugal Hooks upgrade at all, or Centrifugal, depending on what part of the world you're from. But here comes a lot more Marines here, and yep, he totally did do the wrong add-ons here. Just the wrong hotkey. Sometimes it can happen. And it looks like Sin gonna try to counterattack here, but this is absolutely nothing. And Boxer says, okay, go ahead and counterattack with that. I'll kill you with my reinforcements. And was he turning around some reinforcements there? No. Looks like he's going straight for this high yield expansion just to get himself even further ahead. Has taken out this hatchery as well, so Boxer looking to be in tip-top shape in this game. And he's not being too aggressive here. Look at how far spread out his units are. He knows he's in great shape. Just has to deal with these couple of units, and all of a sudden Sin is going to have the biggest contain of all time. And all these Marines will push this out. Now, oh, Sen, do not engage that. So many Marines, especially with the +1 attack and the combat shields. All these mules getting dropped. Sen wishes, is praying that he can kill all those mules, but Boxer dropping 6 mules at a high yield expansion. Absolutely devastating. Doesn't even have enough here to kill out these siege tanks. Nope, he does kill 1, but look at his Muta's already in the red, and if Boxer just gets a little bit of defense, we'll be absolutely fine. Is there anything exciting down here? Only 1 Marine attacking, even though Boxer has a huge army. But look at the supply counts. 144 for Boxer, 137%, which is not what you want. All of these drones just chilling out over here, literally doing absolutely nothing. Don't think Sen can take this on no matter how hard he tries, especially if he tries to run down that ramp. Mutalisks not able to do any harassment. I mean, there's no missile turrets here, but the thing is that if he flew him all the way back, oh, now there is one, but if he flew him all the way back there, he would have no defense for the death march that is now at his base. That is a lot of Zerglings, but guess what? Marines on a ramp are pretty good against Zerglings. Looks like Boxer will be able to clean this out even from that splash damage. This is a huge pile of Zerg dead units. There is going to be a GG from Sen as Boxer able to come back and win the last 2 games with very heavy Marine play as well as siege tank. So, wow, that game was so crazy weird. I feel like both players made good decisions in the beginning, kind of, and then they just made the weirdest decisions I think I've ever seen afterwards. So evidently someone hasn't left the game, but this game is most definitely over. So Boxer is going to win this 2-0, I believe it was, and, or not 2-0, 2-1, excuse me. Those games were not cast that long ago, Mike. So, anyways, that is that. Again, this is from the NASL, and I will be uploading, whoa, shoot, it was Spanishiwa versus the Little One here pretty soon. Remember, all 7 games will be played regardless of outcome. And really, is someone still in this game? I feel like someone went AFK to the bathroom or something and came back and was like, oh, the game's over now, so maybe I should go ahead and leave. There we go. Now the replay ends, and yeah, that's going to be that. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.